Hey there, friends. I hope you are all well and happy this full moon, October 19th. I have fairy doors to go in this shop, you guys. These, I started making fairy furniture 10 years ago, and it was actually how I started kind of out in craft world. I was doing a lot of commission pieces, a lot of fairy furniture, a lot of fairy habitats. And then that kind of morphed into just doing books, and then that morphed into journals, and then that, I really just started working with a lot of paper, which has been wonderful. Lately, there have been some changes in my life, and I kind of wanted to revisit my beginnings. I don't think that there's really anything wrong with that, y'all. Some people go, well, isn't that going backwards? And, sometimes it kind of is fulfilling to look at where you've been and where you have gotten to at this point. So let's talk about these fairy doors. This is made of cedar. This cedar is 10 years old. The cedar rounds were cut from a friend's yard, a wonderful, really sweet, kind friend. This one is 2 inches. Now they stand about 3 inches. So you've got a cedar round for the door and a cedar round for the pedestal of these fairy doors. Whether you're calling it a fairy door or a witching door or a protection amulet or a portal or whatever, what you title it is kind of up to you. Let's talk about cedar for a minute. Cedar symbolizes strength and eternity. It symbolizes healing, purification, and also symbolizes spiritual protection, which I really do love. It promotes peaceful thoughts and helps interpret messages from the inner self. I'm Cherokee, so to me, this cedar means things that you would put in your medicine bag. Usually in a Cherokee medicine bag, there is a sliver of cedar. It is, often worn around the neck. It's placed above the entrance to a house. This particular fairy door it's all handmade. That I think it's getting more and more and more important to really support people who are doing handy crafts, handy work. And that's not just me, y'all. That's everybody, particularly because we're looking at that all of these supply chain shortages. So it's a great time to support your local crafter. These are, again, probably had these maybe 5 or 6 years. This is grapevine wreath that I gather usually once a year, and you can see how just absolutely stellarly beautiful it is down here. This is I've just made a fairy one to go right here into the threshold of the door. I've got a musical note right here. We've got a little doorknob. Because this was a musical kind of fairy door, I did add this bell charm, as well as you've got, let me show you what this looks like. These are tiny little handmade fairy books. You can see I'm holding it in my thumb, and you can see how wee tiny it is. And that is what this ink pot and the bell are sitting on a book right here. I have a sliver of bark as a step to the fairy portal. We've got some green gemstones here, and these are potion bottles, and these are bottles that I made from beads. I think that it's really fun to kind of sit with your things and sort of reinvent them. So we're going to call her the green fairy. We usually think of the green fairy as the absinthe, but this time we'll think of the green fairy as this fairy portal right here. Again, we've got the 2.5 inch round. This one's a little bit thicker than the other doors because I don't have a lot of this. I won't be making a whole lot of doors like these. Now, I might be making different doors, but I'm pretty much going to be batched out on the cedar that I've had for so long. So, you know, another little fairy portal here has the same kind of elements, little tiny potion bottles with stoppers here, and you're always going to see a little cluster of jewels. You know how fairies love to pick up shiny things, and they love to decorate the threshold of their door, their personal portal. If you're ever out in the woods and stumble on something like this, then you know what an enchantment it can be. Another little portal right here. I will do some titling of these. Now this one does have some green jewels, gemstones right here. You can see that they're very intricate little pieces, you guys. Again, they're small, you know, they're 3 by about 2.5. Perfect thing to set on your altar, to set by your bed, to put on a shelf. I would recommend keeping these out of sunlight. I put them together, y'all, with Eileen's tacky glue. I did not want to get into the E3000 because that's a carcinogenic, and I don't use that glue. I don't think it's good for y'all, and I don't think it's good for me, and I don't think it's good for the environment. So there we go. I got 3 portals to go into the shop. If you'll just stay tuned today, I've got 3 more ready to rock. And I just wanted to get these photographed and in the shop today. We're doing these for $27. Shipping is $10. I guess you guys know the story at the post office right now is that they have raised postage, but they are not guaranteeing on-time delivery. I'm seeing that these will be $27. I'll do a $10 shipping, and we'll just see how that works out. Okay? Thanks for your support, and I will see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.